Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the reveals on The Masked Singer that we're still trying to wrap our heads around.
Who is it? What's going on?
Who is it?
I'm really confused.
Is there a body inside there?
Number 30, Nick Cannon as Bulldog. During the 5th season, actress and comedian Niecy Nash stepped in for hosting duties after Nick Cannon tested positive for COVID. In a season full of surprises, during the 5th week, a new wildcard contestant was thrown into the mix, Bulldog.
All I wanna say is when you're with me, you brighten up my day.
Who is that?
Bulldog sang Candy Girl by New Edition, leaving all of the panel totally barking up the wrong tree. They threw out guesses like Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, and Eddie Murphy.
Candy girl, you're all my world. You're everything, you're everything, you're everything to me.
Yet in a twist of events, it was Nash who called for this wildcard to be unmasked. Well, you can't say Cannon doesn't know how to make an entrance. Or re-entrance, we should say. Number 29, Rumor Willis as Lion. Born to 2 big-name Hollywood stars, talent runs deep in Willis's blood. But on The Masked Singer, she wanted to step out of her Nepo baby shadow and showcase her true self.
Everybody needs a chance to check out the news. You're the only one who sees.
With 5 jaw-dropping performances, she revealed her incredible range. Still, the panel could not sink their claws into the right identity, throwing out names like Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland, and Haley Steinfeld. Ken even insisted the performer had to be a professional singer.
Oh, Jesus. Full-on singer.
When Lion's time on the show ended sooner than we thought, we were shocked. Not just by the elimination, but also by the reveal. Just like the judges, nobody saw this one coming.
I knew how to dance, and everybody kind of figured out that I could do that, but I wanted everyone to know that I can sing too.
Yes, you can. Now, panel, you guys look super shocked.
Number 28, Chris Daughtry as Rottweiler. This season 2 contestant really had the panel on their toes.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out for she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man.
Who is this? Unbelievable.
Every week, he blew everyone away with his amazing voice, nailing songs like Hall & Oates' Man-Eater, Louis Capaldi's Someone You Loved, and Mr. Brightside by The Killers. By the time he got to see us alive in the finals, the panel was throwing out names like Darren Criss, Jason Mraz, and Dave Franco. Usually, singers struggle to mask their voices, but this guy kept everyone guessing with his versatility. Honestly, he sang most of those songs just as well, if not better than the originals. It is wild that the panel never even came close to guessing his name.
Nobody guessed it! Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum, superstar recording artist Chris Daughtry!
Number 27, Drew Carey as Llama. Wayne Brady almost outfoxed everyone during his time on the series, but Carey's performance as Llama really pulled the wool over the panel's eyes.
She bangs, oh baby, when she moves. I go crazy 'cause she looks like a flower, but she's still like a bee.
He's more known for his acting and comedy than singing, yet he managed to blend both for 2 unforgettable and unbelievably fun performances. Even with hints like me, 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 and thinking on my feet, nobody figured out that Carey was under the mask.
Why can't this crazy love be mine?
For their final guesses, they tossed around a bunch of names, including Adam Carolla, Kelsey Grammer, Joel McHale, Johnny Knoxville, and Woody Harrelson. So you could see their surprise when the truth was unmasked.
The one and only Drew Carey!
Number 26, Vanessa Hudgens as Goldfish. If we hadn't been watching The Masked Singer, we would have probably guessed this one instantly. Come on, her first song was clearly a nod to her High School Musical days.
Bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
However, Vanessa Hudgens had been guessed so many times before that this felt like another red herring. The show allowed Hutchins to break free of her most recognizable role and show audiences just how talented she is.
Show must go on, yeah, yeah. Show must go on. Ooh.
and Jenny had no doubt in their minds that this was indeed Hutchins. But Robin opted for Hilary Duff, while Ken guessed Nicole Scherzinger, who had been absent that season. Well, 2 out of 4 ain't bad.
I finally won, like, for my singing.
Number 25, Mark Sanchez as Baby Alien. You might not have noticed Baby Alien's voice much because that costume was just so freaking cute. His kinda European accent and funny showmanship totally threw us for a loop. Sports stars can really surprise us with their hidden skills, and this one was no different.
Just the same as I was. I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it?
The guesses from the panel were all over the place, from Triumph the Insult Comic Dog to David Schwimmer. Surprisingly, neither of those were Ken's guesses, with some final picks like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jeff Dunham. No one got anywhere near the NFL quarterback underneath. Hilariously, the reveal took extra time, as it took a moment to separate Baby Alien from the man inside.
Take it off! Take it off!
How do you take it off?
I don't know!
Number 24, Chris Jericho as Bride. Chris Jericho wears many hats: wrestler, musician, actor, podcaster, author, and in 2022, bride. While he couldn't really disguise the rock edge in his voice, Jericho wasn't even on the panel's radar, or ours either.
Look back, keep your eyes on me. I said you hold it back. She said shut up and dance with me.
Although we're guessing there are a few hardcore fans who would recognize that growl anywhere. Nicole was arguably the closest with her guess, thinking he might be Red Rocker Sammy Hagar. Looking back, his unique voice and penchant for entertaining really stand out.
Shooting stars breaking the
His reveal was just as fun as his performances, with Jericho cracking jokes about his character and his elimination. Hey, he could have been a bridezilla about it all.
No, I gotta tell you, I'm shocked because I was having a great time. This costume was amazing. It's the best costume that I've seen on the show, and I'm disappointed that I got beaten by an avocado.
Number 23, Linda Blair as Scarecrow. Actress Linda Blair had a very short-lived Masked Singer experience, and no, not because she was first voted off. She actually chose to bow out herself.
I would like to officially bow out and unmask.
I know it shocked everybody. They are great artists, and I wanted them to go on and perform.
This is weird. What the heck?
After a fun performance of Abracadabra by Steve Miller Band, we thought Scarecrow was going to stick around for a while. But Linda shared that while she enjoyed her time on stage, the show was becoming too much of a commitment and was pulling her away from her other priorities. We will never forget the judges' shocked faces when that mask first came off, and at least she used her platform for a good cause. It was a surprising but classy exit.
And I felt my time is needed for those in need right now.
Thank you for using your platform in the best way possible.
We love you!
Linda Blair!
Number 22, Penn and Teller as Hydra. Coming out in a three-headed costume definitely added to the illusion of this character.
Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight.
Was it one person with a knack for voices? 2 voices pretending to have a third? Or a 3-person act? Eventually, we figured it was probably a duo. However, Penn and Teller didn't come to mind because while Penn's voice is recognizable, Teller usually remains silent. Here, though, he was not only singing but also putting on multiple voices.
Gonna fill you in. They come running just as fast as they can, 'cause everybody's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
Guest panelist Nicole Byer was the only one who guessed correctly during their final round. Fooling the rest of the panel is perhaps one of their greatest tricks yet.
Perhaps a little bit of a mislead. Some people can recognize my voice. So we gave Teller actually most of the singing so that you wouldn't recognize his voice as much.
Number 21, Donnie Wahlberg as Cloodle-Doo. The 5th season of The Masked Singer spiced things up and introduced Cloodle-Doo.
Mr. Cannon, sir. May I have a word with you in my coop?
You want me to come over there?
Don't be frightened.
A combination of a rooster and a court jester, Cloodle-Doo would appear and provide viewers extra clues about the contestants. He eventually took to the stage himself, singing Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison.
Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. As they say, the story goes.
Guesses ranged from Kevin James to Jamie Foxx to Akon. But the truth ended up being far more surprising. It was actually Donnie Wahlberg, who also happens to be panelist Jenny McCarthy's husband.
Have you been coming in each week and lying?
I've been sneaking in and out.
The fact that she didn't manage to guess her own partner is just hilarious. And yes, she was embarrassed about it. Number 20, Rudy Giuliani as Jack in the Box. This performer didn't last long, but he sure left an impression. Jack in the Box sang just one song, George Thorogood and the Destroyers' Bad to the Bone. Unfortunately, the celebrity drummed up quite a bit of controversy, and his reveal was leaked before the episode had a chance to air. It was President Donald Trump's personal attorney and ex-New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Oh my goodness! Former Associate Attorney General, former Mayor of New York City!
Is that Robert Duvall?
No, that's not Robert Duvall.
Rudy Giuliani!
Giuliani is quite a contentious figure owing to his involvement in the Trump administration. The reveal caused an upset Ken Jeong to leave the set, with Robin Thicke following him. Even though it was spoiled beforehand, the unmasking of Rudy Giuliani was quite a shock to the system. Number 19, Kelly Osbourne as Ladybug. Known for her singing, fashion, and talk show appearances, not to mention her famous parents, Kelly Osbourne is a household name. That's why it was so wild that the panel didn't realize she was Ladybug. The bright red insect appeared in the second season, performing 4 songs in total, SmackDown included, before getting eliminated in week 6. For their final guesses, Robin, guest panelist Triumph, and Ken all guessed Lindsay Lohan. Jenny, for her part, went with Paris Jackson, while Nicole guessed Jamie Lynn Spears. Imagine their surprise when the truth was revealed.
That's crazy! Kelly Osbourne! Never would have thought Osbourne.
Osbourne's fake Southern accent certainly helped throw them and lots of folks watching off the scent. Hey, no one said fake voices were against the rules. Number 18, Chloe Kim as Jellyfish. It's always a nice surprise when non-singers go far. Jellyfish stunned everyone in season 4. She made it all the way to the penultimate episode and even won week 9 with a stunning rendition of Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now.
There were even a few good clues, like the 4 X's on the tic-tac-toe board representing X Games gold medals. Well, she can add the Masked Singer to her long list of accomplishments, as this was Olympic gold medalist, snowboarder Chloe Kim.
Gold medalist Chloe Kim! You were right, Kim! Wow! Ken Jeong!
The nods towards Jellyfish's athleticism clued in Ken Jeong and guest panelist Craig Robinson, both of whom made correct guesses in the end. Number 17, Larry the Cable Guy as Baby. Like Chloe Kim, the reveal of Larry the Cable Guy was unexpected owing to his surprising talent as a singer. As Baby, he notably performed a decent rendition of Barry White's You're the First, the Last, My Everything, which likely threw the panel off for good.
My first, my last, my everything.
In fact, Ken Jeong once falsely identified Larry the Cable Guy as Banana back in season 3. Even funnier, Robin Thicke initially thought that he was another contestant on Baby's season, Mallard.
Your first impression guess for the Mallard was Larry the Cable Guy. Well, clearly you're not sticking with that because he's already been unmasked.
Poor guys were so close and yet so far. For Baby, Jeong ultimately went with Gordon Ramsay and Thicke with Chuck Norris. Larry the Cable Guy was clearly on their minds, but they just couldn't figure him out as the giant baby.
Legendary superstar comedian Larry the Cable Guy!
No way!
Man, good to see you!
Number 16, Tom Bergeron as Taco. Tom Bergeron is an iconic television host, and millions of people have been hearing his voice for years. It's so recognizable that we should have pegged it instantly.
Fly me to
There were even a few obvious clues like the VHS tapes representing America's Funniest Home Videos. Instead, Taco's identity came as quite a surprise. Both Robin and Ken ultimately guessed Martin Short, prompting the latter to put his hands on his head upon the reveal.
Tom Bergeron! Emmy award-winning comedian and host. Didn't see that.
I quit.
Y'all are way off. Not even a little.
Even Bergeron seemed flabbergasted that no one correctly figured him out, as nearly all the panelists were friends or associates. Put simply, the reveal of Tom Bergeron was just a whirlwind of confusion.
Of the regular panelists, the only person who's not a friend, not surprisingly, is Ken.
Number 15, Victor Oladipo as Thingamajig. Clearly, athletes also make for pretty darn good singers. Thingamajig went far in season 2, blowing us away with his performances and eventually placing 5th. He even tackled a few singers whose tracks are not easy to nail, including Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Bing Crosby.
In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that it is passing by.
And yes, he more than held his own throughout the competition. It all contributed to making the eventual unmasking extra jaw-dropping. Thingamajig wasn't mainly a professional singer, as some viewers had maybe assumed, but basketball player Victor Oladipo.
Victor Oladipo, my man, good to see you.
Ken Jeong was talented enough to get it right, but pretty much everyone else was totally surprised, and for very good reason. Those who want to hear more of Oladipo's stellar voice should check out his albums, though.
'Cause now I'm singing this song to you, singing this song so true.
Number 14, Jackie Evancho as Kitty. Jackie Evancho became a household name when she competed on the 5th season of America's Got Talent at just 10 years old. This in turn helped launch her successful music career, which includes the platinum-selling EP Oh Holy Night and several successful albums. She did well as Kitty on The Masked Singer, slaying songs like It's All Coming Back to Me Now and finishing in 5th place. And she stumped everybody. No one had her identity figured out in the end. Even Nick Cannon, who got to know her when he was hosting America's Got Talent, seemed genuinely taken aback.
No! Jackie Evancho! Platinum-selling, opera-singing, America's Got Talent finalist! Wow!
If not even he could predict the celebrity under the mask, viewers at home had absolutely no chance. Number 13, Bret Michaels as Banana. We mentioned Banana before, as Ken Jeong thought he was Larry the Cable Guy. Well, as you know, he was way off.
You can call on the brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody.
Banana was not a comedian, but professional singer Bret Michaels, who is primarily known as the frontman of Poison. But what's surprising about this reveal is arguably how unsurprising it was. Everyone but Ken Jeong correctly guessed Bret Michaels, with guest panelist Sharon Osbourne fully convinced it was him under the mask.
Bret Michaels! Rock and roll superstar! An icon! Over 40 million records sold!
Maybe the clues were too obvious, or maybe his voice is simply too recognizable. It almost made it hard to believe it was actually him, considering the Masked Singer is usually better at concealing singers' identities. Number 12, Gladys Knight as Bee. Like Bret Michaels, Gladys Knight was pegged by pretty much everyone. Once again, Ken Jeong was the only panelist to make an incorrect final guess, as he went with Anita Baker. So sure, maybe the reveal itself wasn't all that surprising. But if you ask us, the sheer mythical quality of Gladys Knight herself made it an unmasking for the books. Indeed, the Masked Singer got themselves a real legend.
The legendary Gladys Knight!
I told you!
Yes, baby. Oh my goodness!
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee has too many amazing accomplishments to even list, including multiple Grammys and #1 singles. It was a huge boon to the show's popularity and credibility, proving that the producers could get the big names.
Why would you do a show like this?
Because we should always strive to do different kinds of things because they elevate us eventually.
That's right.
Number 11, Wiz Khalifa as Chameleon. The Masked Singer needed a hip-hop star, and Chameleon was its answer.
When Chameleon's in the crib, ma, drop it like this. Hey, hey, hey.
Placing third, the Chameleon wowed both the audience and the judges with strong performances of various hip-hop classics, including Drop It Like It's Hot and Gangsta's Paradise.
I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the streets, so I gotta be down with the hood team.
The final guesses ranged between Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, and Wiz Khalifa, and the latter was correctly guessed by Robin Thicke and Nicole Scherzinger. Perhaps it didn't come as a huge shock given the correct guesses, but Wiz remains one of the biggest names the show has ever revealed.
Multi-platinum megastar, the one and only Wiz Khalifa!
The recipient of 3 platinum-selling albums and 4 top 10 singles, Wiz is a bona fide rap superstar. Number 10, T-Pain as Monster. Despite being a prominent R&B artist, T-Pain surprised everyone with a number of popular rock and pop songs.
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
These included Queen's Don't Stop Me Now, Lenny Kravitz's American Woman, and Sam Smith's Stay With Me.
I don't want you to leave, can you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me?
Perhaps this, combined with the lack of his signature auto-tune, is what made the eventual T-Pain reveal so unpredictable. In fact, none of the judges correctly assumed T-Pain's identity, with all 5 guessing someone different, including Jamie Foxx and Michael Vick. T-Pain ended up winning as the monster, and it concluded the show's first season on an excellent note.
T-Pain! T-Pain! No way! Are you kidding me? T-Pain!
With it, The Masked Singer proved that it had the capabilities to shock and surprise millions. Number 9, Ninja as Ice Cream. Video game streamer Ninja appeared in 1 episode of the 2nd season as Ice Cream. He performed Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus's Old Town Road, and pulled out Devo's Whip It during the SmackDown with Ladybug. Unfortunately, both of his performances proved lackluster, and he was the first person of the group sent home. His clue package had various references to gaming, leading Ken Jeong to guess PewDiePie.
I was thinking, when you're talking about the millions of views, I do wonder if you are a gamer?
Ooh, I like that.
It was the closest anyone would get, as no one was expecting megastar Twitch streamer Ninja. We're sure some of the younger viewers were able to identify him, especially with the helpful karate chop clue. But the rest of us were as flabbergasted as the judges. Number 8, Logan Paul as Grandpa Monster. Despite being the Grandpa Monster, it was very obvious that someone young was underneath the costume owing to their wild energy. In fact, Logan Paul is the 2nd youngest male contestant in the show's history, being just 25 at the time of his unmasking.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
Grandpa Monster lasted 2 weeks, remaining safe with his performance of Mambo No. 5, but losing with Joan Jett's Bad Reputation.
And I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Various clues led to Nicole guessing Jake Paul, Logan's younger brother. Maybe it wasn't a big shock for her, but the reveal proved hugely surprising to the rest of us. Turns out Logan Paul really knows how to put on a good show. Number 7, Mickey Rourke as Gremlin. Mickey Rourke was the last celebrity we expected to see on The Masked Singer.
If the sky will look upon to tumble and fall.
Rourke often plays tough guys on screen and is a bit of a tough guy himself, even going undefeated during his professional boxing career. Rourke appeared as the gremlin in the show's 4th season and performed Benny King's Stand By Me.
And darling, darling, stand me.
However, Rourke began to feel hot inside the costume and unmasked himself in a moment of shocking unpredictability.
The gremlin's telling me he wants to take this off. It's too damn hot.
What?
It's not that part of the show yet.
No, you can't do that.
Men in Black, I need some help.
What is happening?
We don't know how much of that was pre-planned, but both the premature exit and the reveal of Rourke made for one of the most memorable moments in Masked Singer history.
Oh my God! Mickey Rourke!
Number 6. Busta Rhymes as Dragon. If nothing else, Busta Rhymes' dragon costume was amazing. It's just a shame we didn't get to see much of it.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear.
Rhymes appeared in just one episode of the show's 4th season, performing LL Cool J's Mama Said Knock You Out.
Don't you call this a regular jam. I'm gonna rock this land. I'm gonna take this itty bitty world by storm.
Both Robin and Nicole were on him from the very beginning, and both made Busta Rhymes their first impression guesses. And then there's Ken guessing Michael Phelps.
In the clue package, there was so much gold. There were gold medals in that house. There was water in that house. And just stay with me. Stopwatch is the timing for all those amazing breaststrokes. He is a beast. Michael Phelps, yes.
Not sure what happened there. While the reveal wasn't too surprising owing to the confidence of Robin and Nicole, it was still quite a shock seeing Busta Rhymes go home so early.
The one and only hip-hop legend, my brother, Busta Rhymes.
You would think that a 12-time Grammy-nominated artist would have stuck around a little longer. Maybe his voice was just too recognizable. Number 5. Lil Wayne as Robot.
This is the most shocked I've ever been on this show.
The Masked Singer has scored some big names, but few as big as Lil Wayne. This rapper has released 9 platinum albums and 26 platinum-selling singles.
I have come to save the day, and I won't leave until I'm done.
In fact, he's one of the highest-selling musical artists in history, having pushed over 120 million records throughout his career. Getting a legend like this on a singing competition is a very rare occurrence, and it made Lil Wayne's reveal an unforgettable moment in Masked Singer history.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Lil Wayne! One of the world's biggest superstars!
He appeared in the 3rd season as Robot, but unfortunately didn't last very long. He finished in last place, having received a poor reception for his rendition of Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Are you gonna go my way? And I got to know.
Number 4. Tony Hawk as Elephant.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too.
This is another case of a kick-ass costume gone way too soon. Appearing in just one episode of the 3rd season, the Elephant performed The Cure's Friday I'm in Love. Unfortunately, the performance was deemed lackluster, and poor Elephant received the boot.
Monday you can fall apart, Tuesday, Wednesday break my heart.
When it comes to The Masked Singer, fans are typically guessing the likes of musicians, actors, and internet or talk show personalities, not professional skateboarders. Perhaps this is why none of the judges guessed Tony Hawk.
Originally, because of the drumming in the package, I was thinking drummer Tommy Lee. But I've had a change of heart. I'm thinking it could be my buddy DJ Steve Aoki.
In fact, no one was even close. Despite being a household name, absolutely no one was expecting to see the skateboarding legend behind the mask. Still, it was a welcome surprise.
And legendary skateboarder.
Number 3. Dick Van Dyke as Gnome. How many generations grew up watching Dick Van Dyke? He's a national treasure. Scratch that, an international treasure. So there was no way we ever expected him to show up on The Masked Singer.
Keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling,
Oh my God!
the whole world smiles with you.
The panel made some A-list guesses too, like Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, and Tony Bennett. Yet we're not sure even they could have topped the reaction this reveal received. It's not every day you see a living legend come out from a gnome after all.
An honor We are in the presence of an icon, ladies and gentlemen.
At 97, he became the oldest celeb to participate in the competition. To be honest, they could have wrapped up the season right there because nothing else would have been as shocking.
I love you so much. We love you. The whole world loves you so much. It's an honor to have you on our show.
Number 2, Sarah Palin as Bear. Tell us you expected Sarah Palin to be on The Masked Singer, and we will call you a liar. This is undoubtedly one of the show's most unexpected reveals, not only owing to the mere presence of Palin, but because she performed, of all songs, Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back.
Hell with romance and he sweat, wet, gotta go like a turbo vet.
It's an unexpected song from an unexpected guest, and that is what The Masked Singer is all about. Palin also made history from her tenure, including being the first female to rap and the first political figure to appear on the show.
Oh my God! Wow! You guys, you cannot believe.
Is that Tina Fey?
She put it on a Glastonbury's Governor Sarah Palin!
It was great seeing her let loose and have some fun, and the audience had a ton of fun alongside her. Number 1, Kermit the Frog as Snail.
What I want, you've got, and it might be hard to handle. Like the flame that burns a candle.
Is having Kermit the Frog on The Masked Singer sort of cheating? Maybe, but it was still a ton of fun. Kermit appeared in the 5th season as the Snail. It was a brilliant bit of costume design, allowing puppeteer Matt Vogel to remain out of view because he stayed inside the shell, in which a motorized wheelchair was reportedly installed.
You make my dreams come true.
Kermit performed Hall & Oates' You Make My Dreams Come True, and hearing it now, the singer's identity could not have been more obvious. But no one had any idea it was him, with guesses ranging from comedians like Seth MacFarlane and Billy Crystal to Ted Cruz.
We had Sarah Palin in season 3, so I thought maybe someone political. And then I went, oh, there was an American Eagle with Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
And there's a bear named Ted. Could it be Senator Ted Cruz?
This was one of the most memorable reveals from the show, but guessing a fictional character would have been near impossible.
What's going on?
Who is it?
I'm really confused.
Is there a body inside there?
Ow! There's something in there.
What is going on?
What?
Which reveal had your jaw dropping to the ground? Let us know in the comments.
Our greatest reveal ever.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.